Alright, what is up guys, 84 here and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be trying something new, something fresh, something original. Hopefully you guys support it, hopefully you guys enjoy it. I asked you guys if you'd be down to see something like this and you guys said yeah, so we're going to give it a shot. Just a little breather, don't want the content to feel too repetitive. So, you guys get this, the channel's been doing great, so, I figured I'd do something new, something to, get you guys entertained. But this is just something new I want to try out. I guess I'm just going to call it Norman Talks, because that's what I'm going to be doing. Just something simple and sweet. Now, I don't know if I'm going to keep the green screen up in, every episode, but I don't know. It's just the first episode, it's the pilot, it's the test episode. There's always room for improvement, so who knows? We can always, switch it out, something new, whatever. But, this is just something we're going to do to talk about things that are going on in the world, things that are trending, things that are hot, So, we got 3 topics to talk about today. The first one you can already see, Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul boxing exhibition match. And then the second topic, we're going to be talking about Billie Eilish receiving a bit of backlash. That one's pretty interesting, so stick around for that. And then our last and final topic is going to be pretty heartbreaking for, the guys that are my age, the ones who grew up watching Nickelodeon, and the guys that watched Drake and Josh, because our boy Drake Bell got arrested. I'm not gonna say why just yet. You gotta keep watching to find out. But yeah, man, we're gonna hop straight into it. We're gonna have a good time. Let me know if I, put you hip to something. Let me know if you guys find something interesting, or just drop a like on the video, share it, subscribe if you haven't already. The typical cliche, repetitive stuff. But yeah, let's hop straight into it. Alright, so for those of you who don't know, in case you live under a rock, there was recently a boxing exhibition featuring Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul. And, it was pretty underwhelming, to say the least. It left a lot to be desired. I don't know. I guess it was entertaining to some people. I don't know. I wasn't really too entertained. It was just an exhibition. They already announced that there wasn't going to be a clear winner, and it had a lot of things going for it. It got delayed already because people just weren't too interested in it. So I don't know. There's that. Logan actually went 8 rounds with Floyd Mayweather, so a lot of people are saying that it kind of tarnishes Floyd's career, his legacy and things like that. But Floyd said he doesn't really care, if Logan has to hold him and clinch, the entire fight, then so be it. If that's how he wants to be remembered, then so be it. He also said, that, some of the former greatest athletes die broke. He doesn't want to be one of them. So that's part of the reason he took this fight, just, for a fun payday. And he did. He didn't get embarrassed. He actually outboxed Logan majority of the fight. In my opinion, since there was no clear winner, of course Floyd's fan base is going to say he won. Of course Logan's fan base is going to say he won. But Floyd obviously won the fight. He just did more damage. He was more active. I just think that he won overall. His stats were better and everything. Whereas Logan, I don't know. He's boxed twice already against the same person, KSI, a YouTuber from the UK. And the first match was a draw, which I felt like KSI actually edged it out. And then the second time they fought again, and Logan lost. So, this was kind of his chance to redeem himself, try to, finally win. So I guess if you're a fan of his, if you think he won, so be it. He lasted all 8 rounds. Kind of. Now, there is a clip going around online. Now, if you go to the 6th round of the fight, and it's the last 10 seconds of the fight, a lot of people are saying that Floyd actually knocked out Logan and kept him up so the fight could keep going, because it's an exhibition. There's not supposed to be a real winner. So go check that out. I thought that was pretty interesting. It does look like Logan was unconscious. I don't know. Maybe he was just too exhausted. Maybe he was too tired, because he was gassed after the 3rd round. But from an audience standpoint, from a viewer, it did kind of look like he got knocked out. But the real winners of this entire thing are the people who did not pay for this. Okay, if you paid for this, I am so sorry. There's like hundreds of videos online on YouTube even of the fight in its entirety. So you can pretty much just watch this fight for free anytime you want. Overall, it's just underwhelming. Even the people in the stands that was actually there, they were even booing after the final bell. There was no knockout. There was no, winner. It was just kind of an underwhelming fight. I think Floyd did his thing even at his age. He was still, he still was quick. A bit slower, but that's understandable. He did more damage. He did some pretty heavy hits on Logan. He pretty much went unscathed. There was no swelling, no blood or anything like that. At least from Logan. I mean, from Floyd it wasn't. Logan, he was kind of like bruised a bit. Kind of had some stuff on his face. He got beat up. So yeah, there's that. The hype for this fight was pretty good. I would give that like an 8 out of 10. The overall fight like a 4. Majority of that hype came from the press conference, Jake Paul taking Floyd's hat, running away with it. That got a lot of people's attention. Floyd even said that he was willing to box both brothers in the same night. I think if they would have done that, this pay-per-view would have sold better. Because the pay-per-view, it did alright. It didn't flop, but it didn't do as well as they were expecting. So, there's that. I think if they were to do, Floyd versus both the Paul brothers in one night, it would have done better financially. But yeah, there's that. Overall, the fight was just pretty underwhelming. I wish that Floyd would have actually knocked out Logan, clearly. Because there was one instance in the fight, like the final round, like the last 10 seconds, they weren't trying to knock each other out. They weren't trying to go the distance. Floyd just, stand to himself, staying composed, staying safe. Typical defense of Floyd. And Logan, he's like pointing at the clock, talking about, oh, there's your legacy down the drain, like indicating that he won the fight. And I was like so upset. I was like, oh my God, Floyd, if you don't knock this man out, that probably would have made me angrier than Jake stealing my hat, honestly. It kind of made me angry, but that's okay, man. Floyd said it doesn't bother him if, Logan has to do that, then if he thinks that he won the fight, so be it. If he had to survive, he didn't come to win, he didn't come to knock me out, he just came to survive, then sure. If he wants to say he won, I guess. So, Floyd doesn't really care about his legacy or anything like that. A lot of people are saying, this fight tarnishes his history, stuff like that. But it's whatever. This fight was just pretty underwhelming, nothing too special. Yeah. Now on to our second topic of the day. For those of you who don't know, Billie Eilish has been receiving a bit of backlash lately, man. She had a photo shoot recently, her wearing lingerie, showing off some cleavage, showing off some skin, good stuff. But a lot of her fans were saying that, she sold out, she's a fraud, she's a hypocrite, she sold herself out for a paycheck. And I don't know, I think that's pretty interesting. That's a pretty interesting take, man. Because for those of you who don't know, Billie, she's always been one to, wear baggy clothes. She said, she doesn't want people judging her on her body. She doesn't want people sexualizing her. So now that the fact that she did this, the photo shoot, a lot of her fans, are pretty upset about it, saying she sold herself out for money, she went back on her morals, she's a fraud, she's a hypocrite, she's this, she's that. So, I don't know, that's a pretty interesting take in my opinion. Either her fan base is just really toxic, or I don't even know. That's just kind of insane to think about, like how fast majority of her fan base would just turn on her like that. Now, she's been receiving, of course, positive feedback. This is her new image. She's going for something new, not the tomboy look anymore. Something, sexy, something different, the blonde hair. So, no, she's trying something new. I'm for it, in my opinion. Some people don't really care for it. Some people think, like I said, she sold out, she changed up. A lot of people aren't too happy about it, but, hey. Now, of course, people are hyping her up and making her feel good about herself from a, physical standpoint, appearance-wise, saying, she looks beautiful with the new blonde hair. I believe she even broke a record on social media, like she got the most amount of likes in like a short amount of time, based off a image that she not an image, a picture that she uploaded with her blonde hair. So I believe she actually did break a record, so she's not doing too bad. Like I said, the photo shoot, she got praised from a lot of people, saying, "Oh, Billie, you look so fine. Billie, you're gorgeous. Billie, you look sexy." All this stuff, but like I said, a lot of her fans weren't too happy about it. They said, she sold herself out for a paycheck, and I don't know, man. That's a pretty interesting take, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think, bro, she's her own person, she's allowed to do whatever she wants? Like, shut up? Or are you just like, yeah, she definitely sold herself out for money. I'm not a fan of it. She's like, oh, just done for me. But I don't get it, man. A lot of people change up their appearance and everything like that. Like Madonna, if she can change up her appearance, why can't Billie? Katy Perry, she changes up her image all the time. So why can't Billie Eilish, So I don't know. I'm not like a huge Billie Eilish fan or anything like that. I'm not like a huge fanboy. I think she's beautiful. I think she has talent. I think she, obviously she's one of the biggest names in the music industry today. So, she's not doing too bad, especially since the fact, she's around our age range, well, my age range, so she's doing something right. She's the youngest Grammy winner of all time. So, I mean, I can't hate, I got to give her some props, her changing up her, style and everything. Personally, I don't care too much. I think she's doing, something different, I'd rather her change up, just a bit, make something new and different than, have the same like repetitive look and style over and over and over again for years on end. So yeah, that's just my take on it. But we are not done with Miss Billie Eilish just yet. This is not the third topic. This is just another thing that she got backlash on, and that being her newest video, Lost Cause, I believe is the name of it. A lot of people are just saying the song is just it's just an okay song. A lot of people are praising the music video though, because it's Billie Eilish at like a slumber party, it looks like. She's with her girlfriends, they're all like in their pajamas, she's showing off some cleavage, she's showing off her skin, she's doing some sexy dance moves, it looks like. And, people are all for that, people are hyping her up about it. But for the song itself, people are pretty upset. People are just, well, not upset, but people are just underwhelmed. They're just like, I guess, it's not the best thing she's ever put out, but I haven't heard the song in its entirety, so I can't personally give my review or rating on it. Maybe it's fire, maybe it's like people are saying, maybe it's not that hot. I don't know. Like I said, Billie has hits, she's won Grammys, so she's, her music ain't bad, I'm not like a huge like fan of her music. I haven't heard all of it. I've heard like a handful, and I like some of her songs, but I don't know, a lot of people are saying, it's not that hot, they're pretty upset, because a lot of people just aren't really digging this new Billie Eilish, in terms of her appearance, her switching up her, morals, saying, I'm never gonna, show off my body, I like wearing baggy clothes, people can't look at my body, people can't sexualize me, stuff like that, to this. So, a lot of people are pretty upset with her. Me personally, I think she's doing her thing. She should keep doing her thing. As we live in a society where people are going to judge you based off of what you do. I said what you do twice. What you do, what you wear, but, just stuff in general. But it's whatever, man. I think she's doing all right for herself. What do you guys think? I am just all over the place this episode, man. But that's okay. Because today, our last topic of the day, we're going to be talking about something pretty heartbreaking, something pretty devastating that you might not want to hear. But our favorite F-boy, Drake Bell from Drake and Josh, was arrested because apparently he was talking to an underage girl. Apparently he was arrested for child endangerment in Ohio, so that's so upsetting. As someone who used to watch Drake and Josh, someone who grew up with the show, it's kind of a slap in the face to me, because it makes, you pretty much get the idea, like, yeah, we're not getting a Drake and Josh reunion, a Drake and Josh reboot, anything like that. So it's pretty much just a slap in the face to me. Just pretty upsetting, honestly. But for those of you who don't know, Drake has been in the news and he's been trending recently for a lot of bad reasons, okay? One reason was because of a DUI. Another was because, he offended Bruce Jenner. Another was because he was feuding with Justin Bieber at one point. Another was because his nudes got leaked. Another was because he changed his last name and moved to Mexico. Another was because, he took to social media and told everyone that Josh Peck didn't invite him to his wedding. So I don't know, man. Drake, he's just going through it, and now this one might just be his worst one yet. Him talking to underage women. I mean, I say women, underage girls. So that's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's just pretty upsetting to hear. Pretty tough. I don't know. That's unfortunate. Now, I don't get it personally. Like, Drake, he's, every single episode of Drake and Josh, he has like a new girlfriend. He's a player, He's like an F-boy before they were like really called F-boys and stuff like that. So I don't know. Like, he's not ugly or anything like that. If that makes me sus, then so be it. Okay, but like people like Channing Tatum, you're not gonna say he's ugly. People like Leonardo DiCaprio, you're not gonna say he's ugly. You're gonna be like, hey, that's a pretty handsome dude. He looked like he can pull. He looked like he get girls. Stuff like that. And Drake is, another exception. But I don't know, man. The fact, that this man is an actor, he makes music, he plays guitar. So he should really have no problem getting girls, obviously. So the fact that he, resorts to talking to an underage girl is kind of just like, I don't know if she told him. I don't know the full story. So I don't know if she told him she was underage and he just said, oh, that's okay. Or I don't know if she never told him, she kept it a secret. I have no idea. But overall, man, that's just, I don't know. Like, you should be able to tell that she is underage. Apparently she's 15. I don't know. You gotta check. Apparently, from what I know, from what I did the research on, apparently she's 15. She said that they talked for years. So, like, that's like what? Years? Like 2 years? 5 years? Like, okay, probably not 5 years. Like, I say like roughly like 2-3 years. Has to be, right? Has to be. And it's kind of infuriating to think about, because everyone that was on the show, in the Drake and Josh show, they're all doing well for themselves. Josh, he got himself a wife, he has a kid, he's living a life right now. He's just a likable person. He has a new show coming to Disney Plus, or is it a movie? I don't know. It's one of the two. The parents, they're married in real life, so that's good. Miranda Cosgrove, Megan, she has, the iCarly reboot coming out, soon actually. Same thing with Jerry Trainer, Crazy Steve, he was also in Drake and Josh. And you got Helen too. She's always in stuff. She's always a good screen presence. She's in a lot of things actually, surprisingly. But it makes me mad because like every one of them are doing something with their lives. They're being productive. They're being, positive and everything. And then you got Drake here. And he's just kind of, just scandal, bad press. I don't know. Either he's just down on his luck or I don't know. But this man, something has to change. He has to do something differently because, this is it's just not a good look for him now, man. He even, like I said earlier, he's honestly killing his American fan base, saying, how much he hates America, how much he loves Mexico, how he prefers his Mexican fans and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I don't think... It's hard to defend him. I'm trying to be biased just because I really used to love him on Drake and Josh, but, like, now it's just like, what are you doing, dude? Like, what are you doing with your life? Like, I'm trying to, be positive and everything, but that's a tough pill to swallow, just knowing that this man is talking to an underage girl and he's 24 years old. Like, I mean, not 24, he's 34 years old actually, so that's actually 10 times worse. So I don't know personally. Something has to change with this man. God bless his soul. I don't know. He needs to do something. Okay, maybe he needs to just start focusing on his music career. Maybe he needs to get back to acting or something, because whatever he's doing on social media, it's just not good for him. It's just negative, bad, terrible, unacceptable, atrocious. It's just bad for him all around. So something has to change for Drake Bell. I don't know what. Maybe he needs to just get back into voice acting, something, because This is just. I guess that's all I wanted to hit. I think I hit all 3 points. I think I hit everything I wanted to. Let me know what your favorite topic was of today. Was it the Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather boxing match? Was it Billie Eilish, receiving some backlash, changing her image and everything? Or did you find the Drake topic interesting? Because he's, we grew up with this man. He did a lot of things. So which one did you find the most interesting? Which one were you most invested in? Let me know. If this video does well, we can always do it again. We can always find 3 other topics to talk about. If it flops, who knows? We can always just delete this from the channel. Okay, I probably won't do that. I'm sure it'll do some decent numbers. I don't know. Usually when I have good ideas, they tend to do well on the channel, so maybe this one will be one of them. Maybe this will be another exception. But I don't know. A lot of these topics took me by surprise. When I found out, a lot of people weren't too happy with Billie Eilish. I thought everyone loved Billie Eilish. Personally, I thought everyone loved her and praised her. But apparently, she received a few bad reviews, a few negative comments and stuff like that. The boxing match, everyone's pretty much saying is underwhelming. Nothing too special about that. And then the Drake one. And a lot of people aren't really talking about this. I don't know if you guys just didn't hear about it. Maybe it's just not that big to a lot of you guys. Maybe I have no idea. As a Drake and Josh fan, as someone who grew up watching the show, this is a part of my childhood, so this kind of hit me hard. But yeah, man. Hopefully he can turn his life around. Hopefully, something can change for him. Like I said, he had lots of things that went against him. In like recent years in the news and stuff like that. So hopefully he can change something up, because he needs to right now if he wants his career to bounce back or something. But hey man, I'm in A4. I will see you guys in the next video. Whatever I am doing, we'll have to see. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it, man. Feel free to drop a like on it, share it, and subscribe to the channel if you wish. And yeah, I'm out. Peace.